Who's ready to rumble? It's time. Mushoku Tensei, season 3, episode 7. What I always forget what season it is. I don't know why. We've been in season 3 for what? 6 weeks now? And I keep forgetting. But yeah, it's time. Last episode of volume 13. Last time, what happened? Sarah. We met up back with Sarah and really got some closure. You know, he needed that. Then Eris. Oh, I forgot about Eris becoming Sword King finally. And I think that was the last chapter. They just skipped over the very last bit of Eris. But now we're getting into like the is it the most the most action packed of volume 13? And it's the final episode of volume 13. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the score. Yep. The grant. They're all posed up right next to each other.
卒業生代表リニアーナ・デドルデア並びにフルセナードルデア諸君らに卒業証書と魔術ギルド D 級の証を授けん。
Yep. So I'm not mistaken. Oh, there would be a time skip right here, right? Because I'm pretty sure between the last episode and this episode, I'm pretty sure there's like a length. I want to say like a few months at least. And Rudius is 1 year below Linear percent. So this is their graduation, but not Rudius's. Or wait, no, then Cliff would be graduating too, no? Because he was also a year. Maybe it's 2 years in between Rudius and these two. The first time Linea's looking all proper. Actually proud of them. It sucks that they cut out the part between them and Fitz and Ariel and all them. Because right now it just feels like they have no relationship with each other. She's still embarrassed. Norn. Let's see if I recognize anybody else. They're so proud of themselves. Which they should be. Even though they come out as really dumb, they're actually top of their classes if I'm not mistaken. Rudius looks tiny here. To their boss, of course. How old is Sonova? I want to say when he, because whenever I look at him, the number 21 just comes up in my brain. I want to say he was 21 when he met Rudius, which was when Rudius was like 12. No, like 13-ish. So if Rudius is like what, 18 now? That would be Sonova would be like 26. Like between 25 and 30 is his age. Yeah, and everyone has come together since then. It's actually so nice. Like they're all like the friendship of the special students.
また風邪ひいたのか。
Ooh.
ここ1年、どうにも七星は具合が悪そうだった。空咳をしたり、
So
熱
yeah,
を
it's
出したり。
been like a year.
一応、その度に解毒魔術で治してやったが、少しする
Rudius,
とまた体
no,
調を
don't
崩
do
した。
that, Rudy.
解毒魔術じゃ不健康な体までは治らないんだぞ。せめて風邪が完全に治るまで休むべきですな。研究の方が順調なんだから、休んでなんていられないわ。確かに七星の研究は進んでいる。
Especially with this episode, she doesn't want to stop.
植物もしくは小動物といった生物を召喚しようとしている。もう少しで前世の野
Bunch
菜
of
がこ
tin
の世界に
cans.
現出するだろう。実に順調だ。
So they've hit no other road bumps since the last time. Oh, here we go. We're about to step into the ring.
また決闘だろうか。負けたまま帰れないなんてことを考えているのだろう。まあいいか。最後だし付き合ってやろう。分かった。
Play with your cat and dog, Rudius.
こっちが戦略でしょ。実験はどうするの。おみえらも来るにゃ。特別に招待してあげるの。許可するにゃ。
Wait, are Cliff and Sonoba coming along too? Because they weren't there in the light novel. It's just Nanahoshi and Rudius.
ここはいつぞや。俺とザノバがリニアとプルセ
That
ナ
would
を
have been
拉致
like,
した場所だ。彼女らと初めて喧嘩した場所であり、
like what, 3 years back?
思い出の場所と言えるだろう。
Put them in body bags
あ
too.
の時の再戦という流れでしょうか。そうかもな。ボスとおみゃらに見届けてほしいにゃ。何をするんだ。これから私とリニアどっちが強いかを決めるの。何の。
I don't know why. I didn't expect it. I'm actually super hyped for this fight for some reason. They're just. I was expecting it to be like all playful, but now I'm getting like real amped up. Okay, let's go.
ためですかな。
In the same place too, right before the fountain.
そもそもデドルディアとアドルディアで2つ部
That's
族
what
が
I
ある
was
んだ
about
が、
to say.
それぞれの属性になればいいんじゃないのか。あちらも最初はそう思ってたんだにゃ。発情期に迫り来る求婚者たちをぶち倒すまではにゃ。結局私たちより強い
You guys didn't do anything. Oh wait, last mating season. That was like a while ago in season 2.
どういう理屈だよ。分かった。お前らが納得するなら存分にやり合うといい。いいの？喧嘩の手助けなんかして。どうせ俺が見てなくてもするだろうしな。恩に切るにゃ。助かるの。おそらく2人の強さは互角だ。万が一を避けるためにも見届けてやらねばなるまい。あと別に訂正しないが喧嘩じゃなくて
It's
決
a
闘だ。
duel.
決めるための戦いだ。
No going for the eyes. The animation just
これ
popped
から
off for
始まるの
a
は
second right there.
獣同士の本気の殺し合いだ。
That was actually interesting seeing Nahoshi put that ring on. It's probably the same ring she put on when explaining to Rubius for the first time. The one that she used to protect herself against self. Actually, good attention to detail. Okay, I didn't want to. I didn't want to say anything, but did they get bigger, bro? I mean, they're practically falling out at this point. Gotta start up with that trash talk. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay, before this starts off in earnest, I do I do want to say this was like I'm pretty sure the only part where I actually got full on frustrated with Rudius. Like it was funny at first what's about to happen, um but I was actually like, okay, Rudius, we get it. They brought you out here to be a judge and you start um being all unserious. So I want to see what my reaction is to how they handle it in the anime.
重傷者のように迫るプルセルをリニアを追い払うパワーよプルセラだスピードではわずかにリニアが勝るここでプルセラのミストレンドが炸裂したよろめくリニア畳みかけるプルセラどうするリニア逃げるのか踏みとどまるのか
He actually a pretty good commentator.
リニアの左
I
手
could have done this.
これにはプルセラたまらないだがリニアの右に合わせてプルセラが前に出る
Ooh,
ここでプルセラの服が破れてし
let
ま
us see, bro. Let us see,
地上波では厳しいぞどうですか時間
brother.
ここでプルセラのイン
You see, they're also frustrated.
確実にリニアの足を奪っている羽をもがれた蝶のごとく地上反王者に蹂躙されるのかだがここでリニアがかじりついたそのまま押し倒し地面に引きずり倒すだが牙があるのはプルセラは同じ噛みつき返していくひどい戦い方だなまるで子供の
Actually fighting like cats and dogs.
まあそうとも言うけどねねえ二人ともあんなに必死なのにどうしてあなたはそんなにふざけてられるの
I was like like emotionally right there with Nanahoshi on that when she delivered that line. Wait, it didn't even trigger that they've been fighting for hours now.
壮絶な姿だった立派な姿だった死闘を乗り越えた姿だった
They're barely wearing anything at this point.
私の勝ちなのああおめでとう神話術で直してやるよありがたいけど必要ないのこの傷は名誉なのリニアとはもう会えるかどうかわからないから残しとくの
She'll carry those on as a badge of honor and be the very best chief that we know she can be. Well, you know what? In the future, I hope to go to the Dolio village and see what great of a chief she is. I gotta give her a straight face.
いやでも街を出るまでは一緒にいるんだろここでお別れなの荷物はまとめてあるから今日のうちに
Oh, they'll never see each other again.
そういう風に決めていたのだろうかここで道が分かれるからここで別れようと
You're feeling pretty bad for making fun of them, huh?
なんかかっこいいな治癒魔術じゃなくてもいいから手当てはしておけよ分かってるのバスさよならなの二人ともいいところあるなさて生きてるか生きてるにゃ以上は台無しだな本当にありがとにゃ
Of course, the dog wins.
負けたにゃいい勝負だったよボスの声全部聞こえてたねずいぶんお楽しみだったなうんちょっと空気読めてなかったかもしれない
That's what
でも
I'm
興奮す
saying.
るいい試合だった最後に楽しんでもらえて何よりねよそから見ればただの喧嘩にゃんだから楽しんだもん勝ちにお前も治癒魔術はいいのか負けた傷だから正直消したいけどまあ今回は甘んじて受け入れるにゃこういうのも時間が経ったら自慢になるからにゃ名誉の傷ですな従属
respect both of them. They're not using healing magic. I know if I was in this world, any tiny little scratch, healing magic, real quick. So it would be like just on impulse, easy. Oh, I got a little scratch on my hand, healing magic. Because why not? But they're maybe because they grew up in that world, they just no, don't need it.
その件は師匠が
Oh,
お許
that's
しになって
nice.
おります。世はすでにリニア殿への敵対心はありませんので。お前、これからどうする？
Actually, a thought just crossed. Like you can honestly see the change in everybody here. Like in how lenient persona aren't like just well, lenient persona probably the least if I had to say that they're how do how do I word this? They're more refined because at the start they were just like, oh, we're better than you, we can kick your ass. But now look at they're just like, yeah, I lost, and I'll carry these scars as honorably as I can. And honestly, at the start of the school arc, they were just bullies. At the end, they're actually respectable, somewhat respectable, um, demi-humans. And also with Sonoba, when we first met him, he only cared about statues, nothing else. But now he's actually, you can see him having a connection to people that he couldn't have before because of his strength. That he literally couldn't have a connection with people. Cliff, how he was arrogant, now helping out somewhat like other people. Nanahoshi, the biggest change, where she didn't want to have anything to do with anybody, and now look at her actually engaging with people. She said also that she hates this world. She doesn't want to make any connections. The people don't matter to her, and now she has actual friends. It's actually really great to see.
商売か。嫌な予感しかしないな。具体的な計画はあるのですか？
Oh yeah,
もちろんね。ビジョンがあるなら大丈夫か。
the business logo Linear.
大丈夫じゃない気がする。なんかこう、浅はかな考えで物事を進めて、やらかしそうな気がする。予定では5年もすれば大金持ちに。
Maybe not 5 years, maybe a little longer.
俺を頼ってもいいからな。世も力を貸しましょう。あっちが成功したら金でも貸してやるにゃ。二人は以後会わないつもりなのだろうか。あれほどな。仲が良かったのに。でもそうした生き様に少しかっこいいと感じてしまう。
Look at them,
俺であった。
off to be bums together.
後日、乗り合い馬車で言い争いをしている包帯だらけの従属
Oh
の女
yeah.
二人
Oh,
を
I
見た。
forgot about this
そう
part.
いう噂が耳に入ってきた。大方、出発のタイミングがつかめず鉢合わせしてしまったのだろう。しまらないことだ。
They may have graduated, but they're still stupid as hell.
では、始めてちょうだい。
Okay, it's time for the experiment.
魔力注入を開始します。さすがに、すごい消費量だ。俺以外だと誰も使えないんじゃないだろうか。時間がかかるな。その辺も改良した方が。
Good thing we have you then, Rudius.
この光り方は見たことがある。転移事件の。
Oh yeah.
あの時もこんな光が出ていた。
I remember actually like being super worried about this part.
また転移が起こったらみんなが。
But now I trust Nanahoshi.
そうならないよ
Yeah.
うにこれまで研究を積み重ねてきたのだ。いける。大丈夫だ。いける。
Oh, dude, this animation!
成功だ。
Oh, look at her, bro.
やったな。それにしてもまがまがしい模様だな。持ってみても大丈夫か。でも落としたりしないように案外割れやすいから。なあ七星、そのスイカはあっちの世界のものだよな。こっちの世界にはないだろうし。多分ね。だいたいまだ具体的に。
Oh, dude, that's crazy. They're gonna have a watermelon, and everybody's gonna have a taste. But none. This is the only watermelon they're ever gonna taste in their lives. That's insane because it's seedless, no?
対象物を選べないわ。今回だってキャベツを召喚するつもりだったし。この世界にもキャベツに似た野菜はある。しかしあっちの世界とで見分けがつくのだろうか。
So it was a somewhat failure, somewhat success.
最初から欠陥があったのではないだろうか。後で振る舞ってあげるから楽しみにしてて。いや、大丈夫だ。野菜を召喚しようとしてスイカが出たならば成功と言っても過言ではないはずだ。
Yeah, it's still a success.
成功なら今晩は祝いましょうぞ。ああ、そうだな。乾杯。誰かに祝い事があった時、宴会をするのがいつの間にか恒例となっていた。だが、
Don't let, bro. Don't let the happy music fool you, though. There's something sinister at play. You see this sinister white elf? Look at her eyes, her piercing eyes, drilling a hole through this innocent young woman. And the drink, clearly poison, bro. I don't trust this elf. Oh, Norway Cliff, of course. Oh, Julie. Wait, can Nanahoshi drink?
あんな明るい七星は珍しいな。はい、どうぞルビー。ありがとう。シルフィーは飲まないの？僕、お酒飲んだら変になっちゃうから、ちょっと控えようと思って。そっか。今日は泊まりじゃないからね。ちゃんとルーシーにお休みなさいするんだからね。
Yeah.
酔っ払ったシルフィー、可愛いんだけどな。
Too bad we missed it last season. I know that how would you say? I I finished up, or like I caught up by the time part 2 of season 2 was already finished, because I watched part 2 weekly. And then I caught up. I was so sad that they cut that uh the celebration after the water bottle that they summoned. It was probably, I mean, they had like a little bit with Body Gotti and everybody else, but we got to see drunk Sylphie. All we saw was like still frames, and then the aftermath, when Rudy was carrying Sylphie off into their house, and then Norn and Aisha showed up with Luger. But I'm just, the more I think about it, yeah, season 2 was pretty, or like crammed a lot of stuff in. Hopefully, that doesn't happen this season, because so far with what they're gonna show this episode, this is incredible pacing. What is this, 5-6 episodes just for volume 13? One of my favorite volumes, honestly. I'm just so happy they're doing it justice. Oh, we're not getting drunk Sophie, but we're getting drunk Roxy. But then you couldn't keep your promise. I keep getting surprised by how I'll tell him Rudy is.
おう、なんだい？はい、その、生徒会のことなんですけど。そのことか。そういえば卒業式の
Roxy's
時、
Roxy's
例の
over it up
生
real
徒会
quick.
といたんだよな。アリエル先輩に誘われたんです。成績は決して優秀ではないけど、人を引きつける力があるから、生徒会にどうかって。なるほど。
I mean, that makes sense.
ノルンは学園にファンが多いと聞くが、シルフィは知っ
She
てた
had
の
a
か？
whole fan club.
一応知っていたらしい。もしかするとロクシーも。知らぬが俺だけとは。なんとかったい。ごめんね。ノルンちゃんの口から聞いてもらおうと思って。
I mean, that's understandable.
兄さん、生徒会に正式に入ってもいいでしょうか？もちろん。いや、ノルンは現在、剣術と本の執筆をしてい
Oh
る。
yeah,
そこに生徒会の
that's
仕
a
事が
lot
入っ
of
てやってい
responsibility
る
to
のだ
keep
ろうか。
track of all that.
ノルン、はい。生徒会に入ることを反対するわけじゃないけど、そんなにたくさんのことできるのか？勉強だって3年生からは難しくなるはずだし。本の執筆も
Okay,
剣術も勉強。
we find okay, so that was this is going into Norn's third year, which would make it Rudius's fourth year. And there's 5 years in total, so okay, next year is Rudius's graduation, along with Cliff, I'm guessing, and Zenoba also, and Sylphie. Damn, next graduation is gonna go insane. They're all leaving this place.
口で言うのは
It's
簡
just
単
gonna
だ。
be Norn, no?
しかし。ルディ、ノルンちゃん、今のところはきちんとやれてるよ。生徒会の手伝い自体は1年以上前からだし。なら、俺が剣術を教え始めるよりも。
I just realized this is like the start of him not being in the know with his family, which sucks. But you can see with all like his responsibilities also piling up, he doesn't have the time to like keep track of what everybody's up to. That's more like, I don't want to say it's more like Sophie's job, but it's like the task Sophie takes on. She knows what like the happenings on in the house, so it would make sense.
前からやっているのか。大丈夫だよ、ルディ。僕が保証する。
What more do you need?
できるかどうかじゃなくて、できてから言ってきたのか。それじゃあ反対できないな。ノルンも頑張ってたんだね。もともと俺が許可を出すもんじゃないと思うけど、許可するよ。ありがとうございます。スイカを切りましょう。結局は本人の頑張り次第だ。七星だって本
I
人
bet
が頑張っているから
it
結
looks
果が出てい
sweet.
る。リニアとプルセナもそうだ。でも、その頑張りを応
Haha,
援する
look
の
at
は周
them.
囲の義務だと思う。俺だって周りの人に応
Look
援
at
され
the
てい
three
る
of
から
them in
今
the
が
back.
あるんだ。
Julie!
だから俺もみんなをいくらでも応援してやろう。
Yeah, seedless watermelon.
お疲れ様。
Ooh,
大丈夫か？
it's that elf, I'm telling you guys.
シルフィーにかけてもらったからひとまず大丈夫。
No, Nanahoshi, no, don't trust her.
今回も助かったわ。ようやくこれで次の段階に進める。第4段階は召喚物の詳細を指定するって話。
Ooh, here we go, guys. Here we
それ
go.
について詳しい人がいるから聞きに行くつもりよ。例の召喚術の権威というやつか。まさかオルステッドじゃないだろうな。違うわよ。
You got that PTSD, bro. You can't be joking about that stuff.
前の実験のお礼ができてないでしょ。おう、そういえば忙しくて保留にしてたの。今回のと合わせてその魔術師をあなたに紹介するというのでどうかしら。
Oh, here we go.
でも2回分のお礼になるようなすごい人物なのか？ええ、もしかするとあなたのお母さんの記憶喪失もなんとかなるかもしれないわ。
They don't give us hope like that, Nanahoshi.
それは
No, no one heard that. Ah, no.
何せ長生きしてるから知ってる可能性も高いわ。
Now she's just over
順調に回復はしている
listening,
と
bro, eavesdropping.
記憶に関してはいまいち治るかどうか分かりにくい。治らないにしても
Ooh, I just remember what happens next episode. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. If it's also the audience to Peru, yes, and we get that whole talk. Ooh, the next episode's gonna be tough, guys.
病名や似た症例について聞けるのなら少しは良くなるかもしれない。
Yeah, if only there was somebody close who you could ask.
悪いけどこっちにも都合があるのよ。七星殿の師匠の話であるか。
Oh, you're gonna wanna. What's it Lena Lee's doing? But yeah, Zenova's gonna wanna hear about this too.
手伝ってもらったし別にいいけど。僕も少し興味あるな。あんまり大勢で押しかけたら迷惑じゃないかな。それは大丈夫よ。12人までは問題ないって言ってたし。でも会うとなると時間もかかるだろ。会おうと思えば1日で会えるわ。近所なんだな。実はたまに会ったりしてたのか。
Oh, here we go.
近所ではないし会
Ooh.
ってもいないけど会う方法はあるのよ。なるほど。それでなんて名前の人なんだ。
Hmm?
しないでほしいんだけど。
Everybody's in here listening.
交流王ペルギウスよ。
Peruvius.
交流王ペルギウス。それは400年前。ラプラス戦役において
Dude, the OST!
人族を勝利に
Oh my
導いた
god, bro.
魔人殺しの三英雄の名だった。
Oh my fucking god. Oh, why would you end it there? Please. Eris. Ooh, okay, the Flying Fortress next time. Let's go! Okay. Well, that was to be expected from Volume 13, but that's the end of that was another chill episode. And that's the end of Volume 13. Which means damn, that's great. It means officially we're halfway through Mushoku Tensei. That's actually crazy to think about. Okay, so I want to say if we're going the same route, then we're gonna have what? Like if we take what was the first half of Mushoku Tensei and then add that as the second half, then that's like 5 seasons, right? Yeah. So after this season, if they want to do it the same, there's gonna be 2 more seasons. That feels so short for some reason. But no. Well, it was another great episode, but we're finally. It was another chill episode. Like I said already, 113 being my favorite, like one of my favorites. I don't want to say it's not the peak of Mushoku Tensei, but it's one of my favorites volumes just because of the slice of life. But now we're finally picking up the pace with what I would like to say is like the real turning point, because next arc is like when I feel that there's an actual shift in the story as a whole. Really, because we're going back um to places we already visited, meeting a lot of like big players. Honestly, yeah, like the story in starting next arc. People will say turning point 4, but I feel like starting next arc is like the formula for the rest of the series. Like we go to places we already established, meet new characters, like and have like adventures there, or have like different stories. So I'm really excited, and I know a lot of people are going to be excited also because we're finally out of the boring and the slow episodes. I have seen many people saying that after those first two episodes, I expected so much more from this season, and people have been hyping the season up. I get it if you're anime only; these do feel like slow episodes. But like if you anybody who's read the novel, it's like they just get to enjoy this because mm, this is really the last bit of the family life we get before shit starts hitting the fan. Floating Fortress. But yeah, with each passing episode, don't get me wrong, I love the pace. And if they do this, what, 5 episodes for volume 14? That would leave us with episode 12, and then 2 more episodes to finish off core 1. Yeah, the more episodes are released, the more I'm thinking that we we are not getting the fight this core. Honestly, if I had to guess, I'm gonna make a prediction right now. We're ending this core off on the preparations and Eris getting the letter. That's where I think this core is ending off on, and we're starting next core with like a big bang with a fight. But no, it was another solid episode. Honestly, really enjoyed it. But other than that, I can't wait till next Sunday. Hopefully, I have this out by Tuesday. Hopefully, but yeah, see you next episode, I guess.